Hello, everybody. I feel much better tonight. I did the old school remedy of putting onions in my socks last night. My whole family did. I feel great. Got a little bit of a tickle in my nose, but it's because it's raining nonstop every day. You guys live in Asia, we'll call this monsoon season. For us, it's just rain nonstop and just causes mold and all kinds of things. It doesn't end until December. Man, it's been raining since we got home from Europe every freaking day. So, yeah, feeling great. Tonight is a big unboxing. And no, it's not your freaking SEC stuff. They don't have this address. Oh, God, I guess I'll start out with some negativity. Hey, Tone, lost so much money on Hex. I feel sick to my stomach and haven't seen my pulse chain sack money in over a year. Double wrecked. Join the club, man. I gained a lot of money in Hex, but it's come down a bunch from the top. So I guess I've lost a lot of money. Maybe I should go complain. Maybe I should get in line and complain. Man, I much preferred crypto up until 2019. All these people doing their SEC complaints and stuff. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about Library as well. My friends at Library/Odyssey. Those of you guys who do not know, I used to be on the Library team when we launched Library Latin America. My wife and I were on the team. Y'all seen that Saturday Night Live with Justin Timberlake? Thanks, X Order. Don't you, me both. However, you have not lost until you sell. Yes. Oh no, Randy got his SEC stuff. I find that funny that's the first thing you guys thought of, but I've been saying I was going to do an unboxing. When my fellow HEXican sent me a nice package from Henderson, Nevada. Maybe from Vegas, I guess. That's Vegas. Or Henderson. Is Henderson a town? I think it's near. Isn't that where the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop is? Aren't they in Henderson? Oh, I hope it's not the SEC. It's not. Wow, Big Pep last stream was today. Hey, Big Pep was the dolphin that sold his 86 million hex today. Listen, guys, some people are gonna sell. Some people are gonna not stream anymore. I can understand the fear, especially if you live in the US. It'll get to you, you know. People don't want the headache. And I could see from Pep on his streams, his attitude is more of like, I don't give a shit about anything. I'm just going to live my life. I don't want to be bothered by anybody. Pep's just at that stage in his life. Why deal with a headache? So, I mean, good on you, Big Pep. If that's what you feel you need to do, go for it. No judgment from me. I'm going to continue marching forward, though. We might have some rough times in Hex. If it is true, if the SEC stuff is true, a lot of people, especially the US side folks, will stop going out there and promoting Hex. But what can you do? Move outside. Leave the country. Yeah, what the hell? Hey, Randy, thank you for doing the stream. What do you think the ratio trade rate will be P-Hex at launch? I don't know, man. TextX, I have no idea. We have to have Pulse Chain first, bro. That's so subjective. We have no idea what P-Hex is going to be with the ratio trade with E-Hex. No idea. Any updates about the SEC lawsuit? No, I got updates on the SEC lawsuit for Library and Odyssey. Odyssey's not the one that had the issue. It was Library, because Library is the one that did the ICO in 2016, I think. I mean, I've got a P-Hex question. Will P-Hex start at 0? And if so, yes, it'll start at 0. It'll start at 0, Doug, and then people will put liquidity in, and the trading will begin, and we have no idea where that's going to start and what's going to happen from there. Good evening. Hopped on late yesterday. Did you guys talk about the Cointelegraph article on Hex and the SEC? Yes, Victory, we did. Still not verified to be true. I saw a blockchain chick put out, sorry, my friend Heidi, she put out a video today talking about it. I'm sure it was just for clicks. You know, she had to put a content out so she can get her thousands of views. But she didn't really take a stance. I mean, Heidi's my friend, but that's one thing about Heidi. She's never really taken a stance on anything. She did with Bitcoin. That's her stance. So anything else, she just uses for clicks. Can't fault people for that. They want their channels to grow. Can't judge them. Shemitah, baby, Pulse Orca. We got Shemitah all over ourselves. We got Shemitah so much that Big Pep capitulated and gave up. He couldn't handle no more Shemitah. Happy Monday, guys. Quattro Cinco. Putting Guru. What's up? Bonsoir from CJ. Good evening, Renee. Hey, Ben. Franklin, what's Gucci? Good day, Randy. Did you get any of that dump today? No, I was actually out of the house when that happened, but it's still cool. Whoever did. I mean, you guys had your buy orders in, and I think it was Super Hex win, that the guy that had the big win on that, because it was a pretty sizable order, and there's only a few people I know that have that kind of money to have to buy. I think it was 50, 60 grand worth of Hex. MJ Money, I'm feeling great. I feel really good. I have a little bit of a runny nose, but sore throat's already gone. And I swear to God, man, if you guys have never used it, the old stuff works. Just follow the lady on TikTok, the Onion Lady, and she's a true believer in putting onions in your socks. There's chemicals in onions that they go through your skin. Remember, your skin is your largest organ. The chemicals go in, they clean your body. It does something. Completion fails. Good to see you too. Thoughts on tomorrow's blood moon? Are we going to die? A lot of speculation. But the thing is, all day long I felt great, but now I'm starting to talk. Now I'm going to get the tickle in my throat. Goodness, I thought I was over this. Funny stuff. We're all wrecked. After this DCA and stake. Exactly. My average stake is 10.5 years. I made a pretty big bet on Hex. Not huge. A small 5-figure bet. And if in 10.5 years we're still around, immutable code, and Hex pays me what it is right now, if the price stays the same, then I'm going to be fine. If it doesn't, cool, whatever. Do I see it falling back to the prices in 2021, early 2021? Nah. Bitcoin's flashing red tonight. Not cool, Bitcoin. You could be stronger than that. Let me turn them off. Nothing more annoying than having a light flashing behind you on a live stream. Let's bring Pepe out and let him represent tonight, because we're all sad. All right, let's do the unboxing, because this is positive. Got about 90 of you guys watching. This is coming from, I didn't ask the sender if it was okay to say his name, so I won't, but it's coming from Henderson, Nevada. This is so cool. I love receiving. Thanks, guys. I mean, whoever sends me stuff, so freaking cool. This is cool. Oh. Hey, Randy, it's been great listening and learning from you over the past years. Grateful to have you. If you make it to Vegas, yeah, cool. Awesome. Uh-oh. Look at this. Yeah. Got some 3 pulse chain flat brims. This isn't really my thing. Dude, my son calls it a papaya head. I got a papaya head. I grew up in the inner city, but I never was a guy who would wear flat brim hats. I look like a freaking clown. So I told the gentleman, I said, look, I'll form it and I'll turn it into a curved brim. I'll do something like this, I'll form it make it wet and then form it. But I'm going to wear this tonight just because it's part of the unboxing. And holy crap, some serious metal in here. That's the reason why it was held at customs. Wow. This is real silver, guys. 0.9999 silver. Pulse chain on one side. Hex on the other. That is so cool. Amazing. Freaking cool. Thank you so much. That is badass. And we got more here. These are really cool. You pass out pulsechain.com cards. These are made of metal, guys. They got a little code on them. One side for hex, one side for pulse chain. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Of this design. People who design these things are so clever. Got a couple red ones, or like maroon. The other side, pulse chain. Got a chrome one. Ooh, where are we going? There we go. Other side, pulse chain. Want to make sure I open this in front of you guys. Seriously, this is why customs held it for a couple days. Probably thought I was trying to import gold or something. And a whole bunch, it looks like 20 or 30 of these, the gold ones. More of these. Very cool. Our community is awesome. This reminds me of my Steam days when we used to always get free stuff. People always sending us stuff. And that's it. All right. Rocking my pulse chain hat. Yeah. What's it got on the side? Is that hex on one side, pulse X on the other? Oh, that's so cool. All right. Thank you so much. Heavy metal HEXican. Yeah, we're all wrecked. Oh my god, that yeah, it is 90 stuff. Can't believe Justin Timberlake is so old now, though. Seriously. Doesn't seem like he's that old. Not a good ruling for pre-mined tokens. Exactly, Stephen. Henderson is next to Vegas. Okay. Henderson is the country next to the one Vegas is in. You guys are funny. Big Pep didn't sell. He's still a diehard HEXican. Okay, tripod. I don't know. I just saw that you guys mentioned that he's out as far as the streaming is concerned. Cool. I noticed it was a dolphin. I know I'm pretty sure he's one of the higher dolphins. It may even be one of the lower sharks. Very true. We are all wrecked. We're back to where we were just a couple weeks ago. That's the funny part, right? I'm gonna be honest, not scared at all. This just makes me want to buy more hex. Yeah, Dude, the marketing. This is great marketing. For those of you guys who don't understand marketing, the gov's talking about us now. Just DCA. If we go to a penny, at this point, look, I thought that the bottom was in, right? And it's not. So AZ Birdie, good to see you. If it's a chance to grow my bags, and I will. Now I see it even more important to look at ETH POW, Ethereum Fair, and not worry so much about what happens on Ethereum. Because if things do if something, I don't know what they can do. Besides Ethereum doing a fork and blocking out Hex or something, I have no idea. But what are they going to do? Every time the SEC rules on something, they're going to do a fork and get rid of that coin or something. I mean, Richard might chime in and say, "Oh, Randy, you're talking bullshit," but I don't see any other way to get Hex out of the system. We're not on exchanges. We're not on centralized exchanges. So that delisting trick that they do is not going to work. What else can they do to us? Your MetaMask wallet's not going to support Hex. Well, we've got a Pulse Chain wallet coming out pretty soon. Aurochs has a wallet coming out pretty soon. You're not going to have to use the centralized wallets. I'm not sure. Soldier Pete, good to hear from you. Hit them likes, please. Take full advantage of FUD. Biggest learning experience from 2017. Yep. The pothead says this whole RH thing is over. They were telling me that from day one. So day one of Hex. They said he's a scammer. It's all done. Yeah, Victory. I saw it today. Girls gotta eat. I'm friends with her husband too. So yeah. I won't lie. I never liked Heidi and her mannerism from her first interview, which it tells me she doesn't like RH or Hex. Omar too. I have no problem with Heidi's. She just didn't seem like she'd understood what was going on. But Omar had no reason. I mean, Omar had 2 chances with RH, right? Didn't he have 2? And he just sounded oblivious. Yeah, 86. Somebody just nuked their account and got out. They got a couple million or 1 point something million. Just checking to see if I'm still muted. Davis, stop being a crybaby, bro. Jeez. Are you a millennial by any chance? Nothing against you millennials, but shit. I'm a military man. I don't do good with the whiny. Hey y'all. The Hexaddle. Groggy. Hey Randy, hope you're well. I contacted Tower Bank the other week after listening to your stream. The form for the bank only comes in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. Okay, so what you can do is use Google Translate. All right, go on your phone and you can scan the document and it'll change everything to English right on your phone. You just look at the document and all the stuff that's in Spanish will change to English. The document itself won't, but you'll be able to go in and fill in all the information. At least you'll understand what they're asking for. Buffalo Heart, another life hack, Randy, apart from the onions. Have you tried garlic under the gonads? It's good at keeping the wifey at bay. No. I like having the wifey there. Seriously. Oh, goodness. I'm pretty sure the SEC came a knocking because of the flyer sent in the mail, which I happened to receive in the Chicagoland area. It's possible. I saw someone said that, oh, Richard's going to go. They're gonna lock him up because of the flyers. I said, it has nothing to do with Richard. He never did it. He straight up says he had nothing to do with that. That was a community effort. Thoughts on Kira? I like airdrops. He's not too supportive of Hex or Richard anymore. So I shouldn't say he's not supportive of Hex. He's not supportive of Richard. I wish he was more positive. Let's put it that way. What's good, Randy? Glad to hear the funky onion feet treatment worked. Paul, it's amazing. I woke up this morning, had no idea I was even sick until I started talking tonight, and now I'm getting a little bit of tickle in my throat, but my largest organ has skin, Hexaddle. I'm happy with the Hex wick down earlier. Oh, nice, lights out. Sounds like you're one of the ones that had you're ready. Matt and Bali, hello. BC in the Matrix. Cheers. Did I miss what was in the box? Motley. Yeah, it was a bunch of, got the hats, flat brims, 3 of them. I got a whole bunch of these metal cards to give out in different colors, silver, gold, black, and I got a silver coin, a hex coin. There's pulse chain on one side and hex on the other. So cool to add to my crypto stash of silver coins. I love these things. So yeah, one of our friendly HEXicans from Vegas hooked me up. Get those brutal baby hands out of here. So I made a post today about brittle baby hands, and my reasoning why I think most of us should still be using native hex staking. I like HSIs, okay, but HSIs are your liquid. Instead of keeping your say if you're like, oh, I'm keeping 20% of my hex bag liquid, well, you can keep that in HSIs. There's no reason to keep hex liquid anymore. None whatsoever. So if you think the bull market is coming in a year and a half, you could do a 55-55 hex stake with the hex that you have, earn the maximum amount of hedron that you can, and then when you feel that the bull market is starting to peak out, you could sell the HSI for ICOSA, and then ICOSA for whatever you want, USDC or USDT or DAI or Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you want. So I think that's just the way to go when you're using HSIs. Now, most of our bags, because we have weak hands, and I'm telling you, look at today, a HEXican sold 86 million hex. If they were staked out for 10 years, they couldn't have done that. They could have been saved from themselves. Hey, they may be right. Who knows? In a year, hex could be done with. Maybe hex is down 99% tomorrow. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But my guess is that we're going to be doing just fine. We have a mutable code on a decentralized blockchain. And as far as I'm concerned, if it wasn't for those papers going out, everything was looking great for hex right now. So I wouldn't be worrying too much. What about MK Ultra? Boom. Yeah. Nice, Dugginator. 0.0295. Anthrax. Anthrax the band or anthrax the stuff that cows get? Oh, and I know who and what it is. Phew, could have been some prank. Yeah. We're over 30. Got to baseball it up. All my caps are rounded, Play around with Arbitrum testnet to get chances of an airdrop. Oh, really, CL? Hex streams all day. Been watching for like 11 hours now. Hex how? Really? Dang. Good. I feel bad for anybody who owns FTT. But Sam is not our friend. Yes, they are. It's heavy too, guys. Yep. My pulse chain silver says 2021. Oh, so yours is more valuable. Mine's 2022. Can't stand Sam Bankman-Fried. No, I can't either. You can slice someone's neck with those cards. Yeah, just sharpen them. No one would even know it's a weapon. Hex team win. We're going to the top or downswing and power to the people. Exactly, HEXican Greenhorn. Exactly. I'm going down swinging. I got nothing to lose. One, I'm old. I'm pushing 50. So I live in paradise. I don't need much to live. I mean, if I had to, I could live off of $2,000 a month. Seriously. truck's paid for. All we have to do is pay rent and pay for food. I can deal with it. Tins in the tin tops here. Yes, they are. FTT 19 sold 28. Wow. They were 22 yesterday. FTT also was an abbreviation for failure to thrive, a disorder. Yeah. Cool stuff. Failure to thrive. That's if you're a psych nurse, you guys know what that is. If you have any, or you have a mental, earlier in your life you had a mental disorder where you sit around and you're not doing anything, all you do is play video games. Failure to thrive. What a great set of gifts. I want some. Jimbo sticks. I'm sure there's a place you could buy them. Motley, do you know where those can be bought? Hey, Doug. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Dopat. I don't know. I don't know where these can be bought, guys. They didn't let me know that. So if somebody in the chat knows where they can be bought, let me know. Good call on the potassium. After taking it for 2 days, my blood pressure is down 35 points. Fucking A. That's what I'm talking about, Dr. Hex. That's what I'm talking about. I am getting my readings. I'm right on the edge of normal almost every time I take my blood pressure. And I have not had blood pressure that was normal since I was in the Navy. And even when I was in the Navy, sometimes I'd have to sit there for 10 minutes, close my eyes, and like meditate just to get my blood pressure normal. And I was a corpsman. All right. I have that white coat syndrome. Like if you go to draw my blood, I start freaking. I don't like it. My blood pressure will go up. My heart rate goes up. Wow. Congratulations, Dr. Hex. That's so freaking cool. If you guys have blood pressure issues, the first thing you try, YouTube, and I'm not a doctor, the first thing you try is potassium. FTT, failed turd token. What was the unboxing? I showed it again. A silver coin, a bunch of metal business cards, all different colors. This 3 of these hats, and a thank you letter from whoever sent it to me. I will not say their name because I didn't ask them permission for that. Evening running 11:15 here in the PI Philippines, eh? So 11:15 in the morning. That's cool. It'd be morning. I imagine that's morning for you. Sounds like I need some potassium. Victory, go for it. Get it right on Amazon. And you don't need a lot because you get it in your food, right? If you eat eggs, one of the things that helped me is I eat eggs every morning, every single morning, 4 to 5 eggs. That's how I start my day. I break my fast. I start fasting. I know I'm not telling everyone to fast, but I stop eating between 3 and 4 p.m. every day. I don't eat again until between 10 and noon every day. So I have a very short eating window now. And the first thing I break my fast with is eggs. And egg yolks have a lot of potassium in them. So then I eat those, and I take my vitamins. That's how I start my day. No, it was not great marketing for Library, but Library, they did have some issues. Okay, let's go there. Let's go. You guys don't remember, I was on the team. All right, Jeremy is a friend of mine. And this is Library. They tweeted today, we lost. Sorry, everyone. 1,674 retweets, 6,857 likes. We're going to lick our wounds for a little bit, but we're not giving up. We've got a bright team, tens of millions of pieces of content, hundreds of thousands of creators, and one of the most popular Web3 apps in the world. The best is yet to come. Here's Jeremy. Going to allow myself one scream. Fuck. All right. Now back to work. As a free stater, I won't. That's he's running for office and as a libertarian. And here, Jeremy says, I'm both mad and sad that LibraryCom lost, but more than anything, I feel unleashed. We're going to do more in the next 2 months than we did in the last 18. Okay. So that's my boy, Jeremy. A lot of people don't like him because he does not give a shit, man. He says whatever on his mind. He's like a comedian, like Chris Rock type. It just says whatever comes up here and comes out of his mouth. So What's the difference between Hex and Library? Library it comes from the ICO days. I think they had some VCs, people that put money in, and they raised crypto, pre-mined token. People got their coins. And for the first while, when Library launched, they only had like 3 videos on there, but the coins were already dispersed. So that it was really, people were expecting something, right? So they said they failed part 3 of the Howey test, and I don't even know what the parts of the Howey test are, but they said they failed part 3 according to the judge. But remember, they've been around now almost 6 years, and I've been using Library since I originally signed up in 2017, I believe. I didn't use it in the beginning just because it was so freaking difficult to use, but I started really getting into it in 2019. And that's why I started buying my Library tokens. And I have to thank Trevon James is the guy that got me back into Library. And he was making content. I bought a bunch around a penny, loaded up my bags, and used it to promote my channels, which is the utility of the token. So that's the whole point. It's a utility token. It's used to promote your channel, promote your videos, and things like that. So if you want to be on the top of Library, it's not based on just your views. It's based on how much tokens you have staked on that video to get it to rank, or how many tokens you have staked on your profile to get it to rank. Like on my personal profile, I think I have like 17,000 LBC tokens just staked in my profile to help me rank higher. Or maybe it's about 10,000. Yeah, I think it's about 10,000. My wife has about 5,000 on her channel. And I connect my YouTube to Odyssey. So whenever a new video comes out on my YouTube, like this one, tomorrow, the video, once it's compiled, it'll go over to Library, as well as I'm live streaming there at the moment. So I love the platform. Everything works well. It is a utility token now, but when it launched in the beginning, it looked more like a security, and that was the problem. Well, Hex was very different. Hex was not pre-mined. You had to mint your own tokens. Hex is immutable. Hex was launched as a finished product. Library is constantly being changed. It's like YouTube. YouTube always goes through upgrades. So Library, which is now Odyssey, is always going through upgrades, right? So it looks more like a company. It has employees, it has bank accounts. It's got all that kind of stuff. So I think that's why they were ruled against. Now, when the SEC goes against Hex, it's going to be a lot freaking harder for them to do anything. The only thing that they can go after are the people that promoted it, right? So if we promoted Hex, then maybe they can give us a slap on the wrist. You're not going to jail. Like Trevon didn't go to jail for promoting BitConnect, and BitConnect was a known Ponzi, straight up Ponzi, and it screwed people up. And Trevon's fine. EOS, when EOS got in trouble with the SEC, what they do? They paid a fine, but EOS wasn't decentralized. EOS is very centralized. And Block One, they paid, was it 300 something or 3 million or 300 million? I can't remember what the number was, but they paid a fine, and EOS is still around, even though it's pretty much dead like many other tokens over the years. But that's the point, is that Hex is immutable. Hex was it wasn't an ICO, and it's immutable. I mean, it's just on the blockchain. There's nothing that can be really done to it. And like I said earlier in the video, what the fuck? If they rule against Hex, what can be done to Hex? It's already off all the exchanges. Look, XRP got pulled from the exchanges, right? That was the bad thing that happened to XRP. So all you guys thinking that, the price will get destroyed. The only reason it'll get destroyed in the short term is if you guys sell. That's the only way. That's the only thing that can happen. SEC can FUD you out of your own bags. I'm not getting FUD out of my bags. No freaking way. I'm going to be buying y'all's bags when you sell. So if I got some new capital, hopefully I'll be ready for you guys to just and sell. So yes, it was bad marketing for Library. because they've been fighting this going on for 5 years, and they pretty much knew that they were going to get ruled against. The problem was that the pain that they had to go through. So I mean, you couldn't buy a library anywhere. There was one exchange that you could buy a library on. That was it. Hex, it's decentralized. You can go buy it anytime you want, sell it anytime you want. Library got delisted. I remember when they got delisted from I think it was Poloniex and a couple other places. I couldn't do anything. Keep on rocking, Randy. The bear will hibernate soon. Love your streams for Frosty Canada. Oh yeah, you guys are getting it cold. Thank you, the Mr. Max. Tripod. Yeah, somebody sold 86 million Hex today, and it got bought right back up. Congratulations to the folks that had sell or buy orders. I just love to be around Hex. Just got a F rug pull minor swap. We'll come back here and feel so safe again. Bluesmaster. Yeah, this is a safe space, really. I'm never worried about my coins getting rugged. Hey, Kraus. What up, Randy? Hilarious. In the Navy, I was hilarious ski. That's what my Master Chief called me. I've always been a happy-go-lucky type of guy. I remember my flight surgeon said to me one time, he goes, Randy, I could never be mad at you. You're always just so happy. I'm like, yeah, I enjoy life. So he can never be mad at me. They called me lazy. I used to be lazy. When I was a kid, I didn't. Most of you know, when you join the military, you do it when we're 18. I wanted to be out playing, man. I wanted to go play basketball. I wanted to go for a run. I wanted to go play softball. I wanted to go play volleyball. I was a very, very, very good volleyball player. And that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be in the office. None of the main influencers have come out and said they have received anything from the SEC as of yet. So it could all be FUD created by our Swedish troll, the Swedish troll. Those who overcame the SEC FUD will come out to be winners. Ivan, yeah, it might take a while. It could take months. It could take a year. It could take 2 years. Who knows? Can I use it to translate the Emerald tablets? So any news on SEC? A lot of people are taking it like it has been confirmed. Yep. Remember when the God whale locked up 209 million USD, 55. I'm not worried. Now you got to eat those onions to boost the testosterone. Yep, that's the other thing. You got to eat the one thing I took from Andrew Tate, and I can't help but watch Andrew Tate just because his minions took over TikTok, so I see their videos, and he says he eats a raw onion every day to help raise his testosterone. 9,000 turned into $2 million for them. Not bad. They forgot their other geometric coins they could have minted for free. Ooh, dang. They forgot their Hedron. Oh, no. That's awesome, actually. I did it. I minted a bunch of Hex last month, and I forgot mine. Oops. How did the SEC get the address for HEXicans? They all have screen names. I'm not sure. I'm one of the few that actually uses my real name. So that is something to wonder about. FTX down to 1835, another Black Swan event. Cadmere, I hope so. Let it drop. It's a full moon tomorrow night. Or not full moon, lunar eclipse. And the election's the day after that. Let the FUD happen, guys. Let's shake it out. Remember, full moon means negative markets. New moon means things are going to be okay, right? So if everything's going to happen, let it all capitulate this week. Let the hammer come down. Randy's going on vacation Friday. I'm going to be gone for 4 days. We're going to be hanging out at the beach. I'm not going to be worrying one bit about what happens over the weekend. I'm going to be out there at the pool, at the beach, drinking my pina coladas or whatever. I'm not going to be worrying too much about where the market's going. Where can I get that hat? Rick in 305. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could buy them on Hex Merch, hexmerch.com. Oh, there we go. I got one as well. Great package. Very thankful. Cool, Franklin. There you go. Crypto King says, shout out to Brian and RP Vegas Boone. Yep. Brian is the one that sent these. Hey, Trenton. Good morning, evening, good evening, Monday evening, bro. Was a awesome day picking truck parts. Nice. Did you make some money? Can you put a minimum if you sell HSI? Can you put a minimum? I'm pretty sure. I mean, you could put a minimum on what's the name of the website? OpenSea. Yeah. I've never actually sold an NFT, but I'm pretty sure I've used it, and I tried to sell an NFT, and I'm pretty sure there was a minimum that you could put. Sam the Bankman is getting fried. Have we determined the fishing expedition is real? No. Heidi, blockchain chick, she said that one of her SEC friends used to work at the SEC, says that letter looks real. So that's about as legit of an answer I've gotten. But look, guys, even if it is real, I'm not worried. What I'm worried is that a bunch of you guys get worried, then you go start selling all of your tokens, and then we make this bear market go longer. I found nil on SEC website. Exactly. I don't see any number. I've got 200 wallets potentially ready if Arbitrum does an airdrop. Optimism did one recently. They're both tied. They're tied for the most popular layer 2. I'd be surprised if Arbitrum doesn't airdrop a coin. I've used Arbitrum in the past, but that was a year ago. Maybe I could maybe go back in. So Motley, did you send some transactions on each of those wallets? Is that how you did it? Great evening to you, my friend. I jumped in a bit late. Happy to hear you tonight. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, Pepe. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? It's our resident Italian. No, I didn't think he's selling them yet. Ah, okay. He might eventually. I see. Cool. So that would be I guess these. Is there a certain type of potassium? Ordering some now from my wife. We'll update you in a week. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Amazon because I ordered mine on Amazon. The only problem with these ones that I found is that there's only 2% of your daily allowance in these, but that 2% did something. I've signed out. Hold on. And orders potassium gluconate with iodine. Potassium gluconate with iodine. That's the one I used. And it works great. Motley's on the Paragard. No visible parasites yet, but it makes me shit my brains out every day. Motley. That's some funny stuff. Yeah. I did that to my son. Yeah, limit 0.019 filled. Nice, Hexodal. Nice. Ethan BTC are dumping. I believe it. Guys. This is, if you guys learn anything, I'm Waters Above taught us well. If you guys watch Waters Above, is that he said, look, when the full moon hits, markets go down, or right around the full moon. And on top of that, we have a lunar eclipse tomorrow night, which is super, super negative. So those type of things are negative on the markets. And then we have an election on Tuesday. It's just so many things coming together that this week is just the week that you just want to step away. Just say, yeah, let me go take a break. What's an egg? Oh, God. Careful with potassium. Yep. Too high equals cardiac arrhythmia. Consult MD. Yes. I'm telling them the one I use only has 2%. 2% of your daily. That's like 2 bananas worth. Once the reps win tomorrow, the Republicans win tomorrow, the SEC will tuck their tail back in. Maybe. Molly, worse than Montezuma's revenge. Stuff was wicked years ago for me. But that's the point. You start to regulate after a little while. So while people think anything will change after midterms, we already saw this movie in the 114th Congress. Total gridlock is what happens, meaning nothing gonna happen. Yep. What's next? Odyssey token? I hope so. Not that bad, but I drop a deuce like 3 times a day. That makes my stomach uneasy. Yeah. Yep. Clearing you out, man. Everything pumps after an election. Normally. That's why I've been saying for months, I think that the end of the year is going to be very positive. And the charts are saying that. So I guess I should go to the charts here in a second. It's already 10:45. Like the worst day on crypto show. Your thoughts? I've watched them before, but I don't remember. SEC has a better chance at Pulse Chain or PulseX being labeled security rather than Hex. You're absolutely right. Some basement nerd at the SEC buying the Hex stick. Yep. Dip, not dick. Good evening, Randy. The library ruling was terrible. The value of the network and the value of the coin are irrelevant. The price of LBC only goes up if somebody buys, not if the network grows. Exactly. I have not bought a library token in 3 years. I just been using my same tokens and, using them to stake my content and make my content rank higher. Main thing that Hex has going for it is that it only exists in the digital world. Not saying what happened to library is okay by any means, but they have infrastructure that Hex has not. HexBear, totally agree. I just remembered hearing Hex would hit $5, $10 by the end of next month. They were saying that end of last year. That's when Randy was like, yeah, guys, I think we're a little bit overheated. How did the SEC pick on library when there are thousands of other tokens? There's always been a lot of questions about that. Some people thought it was somebody on the place where you're watching right now made a little call. Hey, we got a competitor. That's what people thought on the inside. I've been all in, but then I'm going down with the ship. I look at other coins now like, why? Yeah, Bright Light Crypto, exactly. You sound better tonight. Glad to hear you're getting better. Thank you for streaming, Steve. I know it can be difficult during the season. We appreciate you. Thank you, Steve. Onions in the socks. It worked wonders. Wonders. And my son, too. He's doing well. Anna, she still got the pretty good chest congestion, but one night of onions isn't going to clear what she had. Man, hers was pretty bad. Minor swap, blah, blah. What the fuck were you thinking? Yeah. Guys, got to be careful. Hey, Simon, if Hex is deemed as a security, then let's reg pull it always at the end of the year to feed the tax officials with dumperoni. SEC went after library because library went to the SEC and asked them how they could launch their coin within the law. SEC told them they couldn't help, then turned around and went after them. Jeez, Ryan, that sucks. The D is in the house. Really? Tell them to contact me. CZ from Binance announced dumping their FTT yesterday. Yes, he did. Yep. Kind of wild and good that the dumper decided to early end stake at the bottom and collect 2.5 million instead of end staking at the top and taking 30 million instead. Guess fear is stronger than greed. Yeah. Yep. Won the best looking. Steve D won the best looking Aussie HEXican. Way to go, Steve. I'm not winning the best looking. I might have one of the best looking wives, but I'm not winning. FTX was trying to hold the price at 22 yesterday. Yeah, they could try all they may. Tate also smokes cigars to raise his test. Do you enjoy cigars? My whole family does. My brother, my dad, my grandpa, they all smoke cigars, man. The finger. I never liked it. Here we go. Got a story for you. So I was here in 97. And at that time, you look up at your dad and you think about your dad and you're like, oh, my dad's so cool. He smokes cigars. My dad also smokes a pipe. My dad's cool. So I, at the old YMCA here, there was a smoke shop, not the marijuana kind, but the kind that sells cigars. And I went and they had a whole bunch of Cubans and all kinds of stuff. So I loaded up on a bunch of cigars. I went back to my my hut because that's all we had. They were just like these little trailers on Rodman Naval Base across from Howard Air Force Base. across the highway. And we were having a cookout. We had the grills going. We had like 30 of us out there, just all, hamburgers, hots, everything. Randy pulls out a big ass cigar, about that long. I'm smoking the thing. I was sitting at the what's it called, the bench, and it must have been 45 minutes go by. Remember, I'm in great shape, and I just got done playing basketball for like 2 hours. So I finished the whole cigar. Not like my grandpa would do. He'd take a couple puffs, and and he'd be on his way. No, my dumbass smoked the whole cigar. I stood up, timber, bam. I fell on my face. I was a laughing stock. Everyone's like, Randy fell on his face. Or actually, I was in the Navy. Hilarski fell on his face. It was funny. And I'm the corpsman. I'm the medic for the whole squadron. And we only had two air groups. We had 2 planes here, and at that time, the rest were in Puerto Rico, and another detachment was up in Iceland. So I think we had 2 or 3 air crews here, and just the 2 planes. And yeah, so it was a small group of us. We really got to know each other over the course of 3 or 4 months. But man, I fell right on my face. Never forget that. And then I decided I'm going to send all my cigars back to Puerto Rico with one of my friends, because I thought I was going to be going back to Puerto Rico. I ended up never going back, but I sent my cigars to my friend. This dumbass didn't even try to hide them. Customs came on our military plane, and I had a big Tupperware container full of all these cigars, and they confiscated them all. I wanted to freaking backhand them, because it was a couple $100 worth of cigars and Cubans. So yeah, that's my story. Failure to thrive disorder, SPF has. Yeah. Do we have a blood moon? I know we have the eclipse tomorrow night. Saw that FTT dump after you guys mentioned it here. Evening, folks. Hey, Bob. And last night, Bob and I have to correct things. When he said he was in the playas, I thought he meant up the coast here in Coronado area, which we call the playas. And he meant the playas and like Playa del Carmen. Oops. Playas, and he learned today that playas means beach. When you get served, it's not by mail. Yeah, I thought when you get served, someone shows up and gives it to you. Raw onions, raw garlic, some more veggies are serious boosters and proven cancer suppression foods. I don't go a day without eating that family of veggies. Cool, Joseph. I love onions. All these people that are for censorship need to go. Yep. Let the bodies hit the floor. I might be too old for most of you. Some of you guys might not have been around during 9/11, but when that song came on the radio, when it came out right around 9/11, and they actually they pulled it from the radio because it was too offensive. A lot of people were having PTSD. I'm working on setting up a limit order for 2.8 cent hex. Hope I can get it done. Go for it, Bob. Go for it. I'm not good at setting up limit orders for some reason. Whenever I would use matcha, and you guys might be able to tell me why in here, whenever I would set it up, the second I log out of my computer, it would just lose it. Do I have to keep my computer on for matcha to work? I've never looked much into it because I just mark it by. But I tried a couple times, and my orders would always disappear. Haven't looked much into it. And I heard CowSwap has it now too. Docs Brian, yeah. I didn't do it. SBF's karma, what goes around comes around, down the tube for FTT. Yeah, they're totally wrecking. They're trying to wreck something that we built. And he made his money. Did you guys know he made his money by selling cheap Bitcoin that he bought here and then sending it to Japan and selling it to Japan at a much higher margin? That's how he made his money initially. He was making millions off of that. So all day long, he would buy Bitcoin here, send it to Japan, sell it in Japan. Money would come back. The wires will come back to the US. He'd buy more Bitcoin, send it to Japan. And that's how he got started in the beginning, from what I've heard. I don't think the SEC is sending letters. It sounds like a phishing scam. They probably got addresses from the Ledger and Treasurer custom list hack. System notes, that's totally possible. I hope so. The full moon eclipse strikes again, it seems. Fun times. Yep. Triple my money on that Ford F-350 4x4 in 5 days in a bath. Hey. Trenton, hey guys, Trenton's your guy. If you're in Cali, this guy knows how to flip. He knows how to do the old cars and stuff. Fishes can't fish. Hey, Randy, good to catch you live. I'm a new sub. Nice stream. Dr. H, the cryptopractor. Welcome. I love chiropractors. You guys taught me so much stuff over the years. And osteopaths. Look, I was a nurse for many years, guys. I graduated in 93 as a LPN / Navy hospital corpsman. Was a intermediate, not a paramedic, but a EMT, and did all that stuff. Emergency rooms. I was in the ambulance teams, pre-hospital trauma life support, working physical exams, doing hearing tests and EKGs. I did a lot of stuff, man. Having to do stuff in the lab. And that's the cool thing about the Navy is that we got to do a lot of stuff and see what we liked. Sometimes I help out with X-ray. And the people that I liked the most the whole time I was in the Navy were the chiropractors and the osteopaths, the DOs, the doctors of osteopathy. Those guys were always great. Always were respectful. They knew their shit. And it wasn't just, oh, you're sick, here's some drugs. It wasn't like that. Anybody who's in the Navy knows that we have vitamin M in the Navy. That's because they give us Motrin for everything, or the Marines or the Army. And it's so bad for our livers. Boop the like, y'all. Yeah, please. Reddit had a post saying similar things happened before Tesla's launch with the SEC, but launch was still considered a success. I knew a lot of people that got into Teslas and made a lot of money with that one. Yes, Bob, I feel great. Terry, good evening, Randy and fam. Enjoy your vacation, sir. I will. Terry's up in Scotland. Smith the hoe. You did a couple swaps. Bought cheap, and make sure you have a VPN on if you're in the States. DYDX prevented transactions down in the USA for their airdrop. No one likes messing with USA crypto regs. Yeah. I remember Motley loading up on doing a lot of transactions in DYDX. We love our airdrops. Taco Tuesdays. Yep. Just bridge some ETH in and play with a couple dApps, making a couple swaps should make you eligible for something, I imagine. He's talking about the airdrop for Arbitrum. Politics about what? Oh yeah, library has a physical mailing address and person's working there where Hex does not. Yep, I know. I was on the team. I can't remember how they paid us though. I don't recall how they paid us. That was we were living at the old Howard Air Force Base, so they had to be spring summer 2020 or spring summer 2019. Yeah, we were in the middle of the bear market. Yeah, it does. Yeah, is that really how it was spelled though? That's messed up. I already did so many dumb marketing and caught SECI. Back, man, we don't know that, man. We still don't have it verified. Not one influencer in Hex has come forward and said that they've got one of those letters. Not one. I'm actually glad BitBoy said on stream he received gift from Hex from RH in the early days. Never shilled Hex, thankfully. Worked well. Yeah. Randy, onion in the sack. It doesn't work at all. You actually believe that? Yeah, man. What do you think our ancestors did? Why am I not sick tonight? I haven't changed anything. And my wife, she has a bad chest cold. My son had his chest cold for 10 days. I had it for 2 days. And the only thing different I did was put some onions in my socks last night. And that's it. I believe the old stuff more than the new stuff. Go ahead, take your Motrin. I always messed up with all the show off stuff while a lot of people were pissed off. Did not age well. Now we are W this. Pac-Man, I don't know what you're saying, but I get the gist of it. Let's look at the charts. Okay, Bitcoin on the monthly. We still have the green. What are you guys talking about? Sell-off. Oh, yeah, I see it. Everything's still looking decent. Let's look at the daily. Then we can see the sell-off. Okay, I see it. Okay, we got a sell. We got the sell indicator at 2170. And right now we're at 20,132. And the demand index is dropping. And it looks like fear and greed still going about the same. Ethereum, we still have the buy. We're at 1499, 1498, 1500. Okay. This is on the monthly. Demand index still looks good. Fear and greed still looking decent. Here is ETH on the daily. So 1, 2, 3 days back, we got the sell. If you would have sold at 1636, you're at 1505 right now, so you've done pretty well. The demand index is dropping, but it still is above zero, so that's pretty cool. And the fear and greed is still about the same. Sorry, my rechargeable batteries were done. And Hex, we still have the buy signal on the monthly. But yeah, it went all the way down to 0.0176 or so. And on the daily, oh, here, this is what I want to show you. I put in the moving average and the EMA, and it looks like we're about to the green's about to cross over the red, or we're getting close to it. It's possible. Here's when we had it crossover on the monthly way back here in January. This is when everything went negative, right? We got the sell indicator, the EMA crossed over the MA, and now we're getting very close for the moving average or the EMA to cross over the MA again. So that's very positive. The Oryx indicator says green. I don't know. I mean, if crypto still goes down and Hex goes down and Bitcoin and Ethereum all go down further right now, it's not because of the charts. It's because of the global macro problems. And Hex going down, it's not because of just the SEC. It's because people right now are trying to get capital because they don't know what's coming. Hedron on the weekly, we got the sell. And this is negative right now, and they're both heading down together, the MA and the EMA, or the EMA and the MA. DI still looking good. Anybody else going into Poly? How you doing on Poly? Check out ColdDAO. Let's see what these ColdDAOs. ColdDAO's got the buy 5074. I'll show you that quick. I went into ColdDAO back here. I just have a feeling they're building a layer 2, so I thought it was a good play. I don't know. RIP FTX. Yeah. Deserve the gift you received out today. Awesome. TFX. Thank you. Appreciate you. Chico, what's with the flat brim hat? Chico, this was a gift. I got a couple of them. I'm not a flat brimmer, but I already told them that I'm going to round it out. So all you do is you just make the brim wet, and then you round it. You put some rubber bands on it, and then it'll round it out. It won't look as good as, some people like it like this, but I like the rounded. Do you think Pulse will ever launch? Best case scenario might be get a portion back. Peter Burrow, yeah, it's going to launch. Yeah, no doubt. Match order sometimes never fills. Is that the problem? Well, mine they disappear. If not, worst case, we might get back the sacks. I'd be cool with that, but I want it to launch. Larger orders get filled first. Yeah, I've seen that. Definitely. Full trading view chart on Dex Guru. Sam Bankman is done. Game over for after that. Yeah, he's done. I hope so. You want to come after DeFi. Yep, there you go, Pac-Man. It's good for DeFi. It's legit. Even Johnny KS is admitting it. It's real. The SEC stuff. If it is, it is. Just we gotta deal with it. Did you change your duration time no longer than 1 hour? Like, oh, you have to set the coins up the same pair select limit, and it should still be there if the duration hasn't passed. I could have sworn I did. I thought maybe I didn't. Thank you, Motley. It's real, not fake. Okay, cool. There's no evidence that Richard is working on Pulse, let alone working on giving the money back. He's done nothing in months. Okay, peanut brittle. And I do love peanut brittle, especially chocolate covered. We call that bark. I come from a chocolate family. Sam Bankman's ARB story sounds like BS to me. How was he the only guy to think of that in a game where advanced players look for every ARB opportunity they can? Who knows? Maybe that's just the story he used to say that he got rich. Also, make sure the coins you're trying to swap obviously remain in that wallet. Yep, I knew that part. Now let's see RH twerk. No expectations are problem from the work of others. Read the disclaimer. Yep. Hi, bye. I always catch you in an hour in. Crikey. Thoughts, child. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully version 3 testnet just around the corner. Yeah, I think so. Didn't expect to lose all my money. Neither did you. No. Next time at McDee's, I'll ask them to set onions on the side for my socks. Didn't Matty Allen get a notification from the NRCC? He said that there was a package that had arrived. Is off-ramping into fiat in Panama easy? Yes, very easy. So many different options. You're supposed to put onions in the underwear, not the socks, but true old ancestors recipes work great. No, you're supposed to put it in the socks, Pepe. Watch Onion Lady on TikTok. She's an old grandma. She's the one telling us to do this. I'm not putting it in my underwear. Bloody moon, yeah. In the old days, we used to wipe with peels. Really? Interesting. FTX 1799. Damn. Interesting times indeed. Look, guys, this week is going to be negative, whether you like it or not. There's bigger forces. You know, I told you guys in the whole Shemitah thing, there's bigger forces than you and I. There's going to be a reset of the financial system this year, or within 2023, by the end of September 2023. Something big's coming, just like happened when the gold standard went to fiat. We're going from fiat likely to CBDCs with possible gold backing. I'm telling you, I'm a gold and silver guy. If you guys don't have any physical gold, go down below to Can-Am Bullion and pick up some physical gold and silver. Or use Load if you want digital gold and silver. They store their gold and silver in eight different places around the world. They decentralize their stacks of gold and silver because people are like, oh, what if the government takes the gold and silver? Just use Load. It's digital. You know, when you want delivery, you can take delivery. So there's different ways, man. I still believe in the old adage, 10% of your holdings should be into something other than what you're, like stocks or whatever. I still believe in that. This stuff to me is awesome. I love silver. I'm not much of a gold guy, more of a silver guy. I went in all in poly. I have lots of native hex stakes, which I didn't mint any. I got my 10x bonuses on them all. Pepe, way to go. Yeah, I went big into poly in the billions. Discovered Hex last Xmas, learning to meet Kevin, interview of Richard Hart. Not much has changed my perspective. It remains an equation in E times 3, soon to be times 4. Yep. Sam Hex, welcome. You have to select time on matchup up to 7 days. System knows. That makes sense. That's what Motley was trying to tell me. Finally made it from the cheese country. Luke Duke, get that cheese. Dex Guru limit orders and chart is better. Okay. Elliot, keep working your day job and getting to DCA will be different in time. Yep. Yeah. We got our money coming in every month. So if I have to DCA, I will. I don't want to. I don't like adding money in. I like just keeping the same money. we joke that we've only put small amounts into crypto in the last couple of years because we did so well, and we always got paid in crypto from different companies, so didn't have to worry too much. I'm not doing it, Pepe. Yeah, he just alley-oop. Someone needs to make that into a meme. Any meme guys out here? Come on. Crypto Cashew, you're still welcome. Catching you from the plane, waiting to be iced in the frozen tundra of Canada. Iced, de-iced already? It's only November 7th. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I'm from upstate New York. We sometimes get snow in December. October. I jumped on load when I saw Silver Guru was involved during launch. Awesome. Yep. I also gave my clients to pay me in silver payments as options too. Yep. The cool thing about Load is if you have the app, they have the mobile app, you could actually send your friends an ounce of silver or a fraction of an ounce of silver or stuff like that, just using the app. And this week's Gold and Silver show on Thursday, it's actually Thursday this week, it's going to be with Nick. Nick is the COO of Load. So if you guys want to learn more, tune in that day. But if you want physical gold and silver, just do Can-Am Bullion anywhere in the US and Canada. John, I got a silver pulse chain silver coin, hex, a bunch of business pulse chain, and then hex and pulse chain. We got some red ones with the gold logos. I got chrome ones. I like the black ones. These are hot. That's my favorite. And a couple hats, like the one I'm wearing. Cool. I love it. Full on winter now, snowstorm, 2-hour delay already. Funkmaster, jeez. That's awesome. Wish I knew how to. Doge guys should. They did a good one of you on there too. Yep. Love your dog glasses too. You rock it for sure. Thanks, Peppy. Mark and Taken. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. All right, guys. I am out of here. I know how to make a meme, so maybe that's what I'll do right now. Inserts by the dip, but it keeps dipping. Yeah. Black and gold always fire. I have 2 black and gold watches and they're faves. Yeah, it's my favorite. My wife, I wanted to do I wanted to do my new Touareg, the black and silver, right? Or black and dark gray. My wife's like, that you look like a drug dealer if you get that. So I ended up getting silver with black, or yeah, just silver with chrome. She said it's classier. HEXican down again right now. You may be that, make it that 2.8 film. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, we're at 3, guys. Right at 3. Just a little bit over. Good night, guys. Wish I was coming to Panama, but alas, just more snow country. Terry Duck. Have a great night, Randy. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Bob. Narrow gray is such a great VW color. Yeah, I like it, but my wife, she didn't like it. It's in her name, so get her color that she would tolerate. Cheers.